As we saw in the previous video, we already created a list, and now what we have to do, we have to call the server, fetch the detail from there, and fill all the list. So this is Anwar Sharif, and you're watching Move Dev Technologies, and welcome to the new video tutorial of Flutter series. So let's start the video and see how I can do it. For doing that, we have to do one more thing. We have to call our server again. So just copy and paste the code from here. I'm just copy the full code from here. We do not need a full code, but I'm just doing it to make you understand the more. Go to here, and paste it here. Now what? Let's change the name as full location. We have to change the URL, and this will be the URL, because if you can see, just I'm just copy and paste in a server and try to make you understand that how it's work. And see, there is a list of location comes, that's why we are hit this server. So what we have to do is just quickly take a look at these things. We need to import all the packages in this file too, because we just copy and paste it from here, and just go here and copy and paste it from here. Okay, as you can see here, this full list of location come into a string format. We do not need to convert it into a map, we have to split the string. So what we have to do, we have to delete whole things from the here first. And what we have to do, we have to convert the response dot body dot to string. Now we have this location. We have all the location in a string. We have to split it with the help of the column, because every string had differentiate each other from the column. So what we have to do, location array block array barabar location dot split dot split. So the split will be the column, the split element will be the comma, and here you can see the list of array comes. I'm just adding a print statement here, so make you understand that how it's going and it's printing the right value or not. Block array to string. Make sure it is array. So I'm just doing one more thing here to make you understand the most. I'm just printing the first value of it. Click and run, and let's see what later it began for us. Actually, we done something wrong, because we do not call this function anywhere, so we have to call it when the activity got launched first time. So go under the build function. Here is your build function, go under it and write init. So it will done the first time when the application get created, and we have to call this function here. And now we have click on run and wait till it appears a result. And here you can say this is the string. There is the first element of array, and rest are the printing with the whole array. So we have to do one thing. As you can see, let me slide it little bit upper. So here you can see there, when the first element called, there is something with the braces, and the last one is also contain the braces. So we have to remove this in the string. So let's do that. So what we have to do, is remove those string patterns from the string. So lock string, we have changed the string like that, lock dot replace all, and that's how we can do this with forms. That one we have to change with that one. We have to change one more time because there's an int that's present in an int also. And now we have to print the lock again. So I'm printing what two times, like first it says so you can see there is a lock with element contain the braces, but after that when you go down, down and down, so you see lock with the element has come without an array. And you can also see in the bottom of the page the first element of array is also without a braces, so braces problem is not solved. Now we have a complete list, one location, one in an array we have to display on a list. That's what we have to do now. So what we are going to do, we have created a string array in a global format here. So I'm just creating global list object list that will contain a string and location of area, and that's all we have to do. We have to do one more thing, is actually an array. We have to copy this from here and paste it here and change its location. First we have to clear it because we already have one element provided here. If you don't provide the element, we do not need to clear it. And then locations is equal to your that array. Once you've done all, we have to call a set state because it's a stateful widget. So we have the state. It's set state. What we do, this will assign, and whenever you go to here, we will assign here and set state wherever you use in this class, the value of location area of list will get changed with the value that you recently assigned. So we have to call the set state. And now what we have to do, we have to do this here, like go to list view, and the list of item count will become the length of that array, and the text will be the things under the array, and here we can index. Let's click on run and see what it brings as a result. Hey, sorry guys, actually the wall time API not working now while I'm just shooting the video. I already cover all the things, but when I try to get the result back and see the 110 API not working now. So we will take a look at how list created, and when I click on it, list is already created, things are done here. We just need to run and on the face the server, and list should be displayed on the list. So that's not working, so it's not getting back to the my application. So in this video, make it off here, and in the next video I will explain that how we can click on a list and get the time of that selected location. Thanks for watching the video. Keep like and support me. If you like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.